Hi, I'm Tom Lu. This is Chateau de Fontainebleau in France. Located in 40 miles south of Paris, Chateau de Fontainebleau is the oldest chateau in France, serving as a former royal residence from the 12th century to the 19th century. The stunning architecture and the gardens are the great examples of the French Renaissance art and culture, and a must-visit here in France. Chateau is a French word that entered the English language, meaning castle or palace, the residence of royalty and nobility. France is teeming with chateaux, hundreds of them, thanks to its long history of monarchy and a feudal system. Chateaux serve the defensive purposes like fortresses, as well as provided luxurious living spaces. Among all the French chateaux, Chateau de Fontainebleau stands out for its beauty, grandeur, and historic significance. Napoleon called it the true home of kings, house of centuries. Lying 37 miles south of Paris, Chateau de Fontainebleau is a magnificent royal palace, home to 35 French kings and emperors, spanning 7 centuries, the longest-serving chateau in France. In medieval times, this region was covered by a forest with abundant game and many natural springs. It became a favorite place for French kings to hunt and spend the summer in the woods. In 1137, Chateau de Fontainebleau was built under the order of the French king Louis VII. It was a fortified tower, known as keep, surrounded by walls. Fontainebleau got its name from a natural spring not far from the chateau. It means spring of beautiful water. Since then, the chateau has been expanded by generations of kings and queens in French history, layering medieval, Renaissance, and classical styles in its architecture. It's a sprawling mix of wings, courtyards, gardens, shaped by centuries of expansion and modifications. The palace has over 1,500 rooms, from grand state chambers and private royal suites, spread across multiple levels. The opulent interior, like kings' and queens' apartments, are stacked with stunning frescoes, gilding, and stucco decoration, reflecting 8 centuries of continuous royal and imperial residence, with each ruling dynasty leaving its mark. Walking through the rooms feels like moving through layers of French history. The Court of Honor is the main ceremonial courtyard at the Fontainebleau, and one of its most famous architectural features. This vast courtyard, with a uniform layout from the 16th century, gradually became the main courtyard at the chateau. It's often nicknamed White Horse Court because a bronze statue of a horse once stood there for centuries. Closed on 3 sides and facing west towards the town, the Court of Honor serves as the grand entrance space to the chateau. Visitors arriving through the main gate are greeted with a sweeping view of the palace, framed by Renaissance and classical facades. The most iconic feature in the Court of Honor is the Horseshoe staircase, built in 1634 under King Louis XIII. This double-arched, curving staircase provided a majestic entrance to the royal apartments and the ceremonial occasions. A grand double staircase that sweeps down in a graceful horseshoe shape, giving its name. Its curved, sweeping arms resemble an embrace, framing the entrance to the chateau. Designed in Baroque style, it's elegant, monumental, yet harmonious with the chateau's Renaissance wings. Constructed with white stone, contrasting with the red brick and darker slate of the surrounding wings. The balustrades add rhythm and grandeur. Under the staircase, there's an entrance to the grand apartments. The nymph statues are standing by the entrance to welcome visitors with classic French beauty and elegance. In French history, kings and queens often used the horseshoe staircase to descend in view of courtiers, ambassadors, and guests, making a dramatic entrance and projecting a sense of majesty. In April 1814, Napoleon delivered his famous farewell to the Imperial Guard at the foot of the staircase before going into exile in Elba. This moment forever linked the staircase to French history. Today, the Horseshoe staircase is a favorite tourist attraction in its own right. Along with the Court of Honor, they are the most photographed spot of Fontainebleau, since they immediately convey the chateau's blend of Renaissance and classical French styles. In fact, this staircase is so iconic that it's often considered the symbol of Fontainebleau itself, much like the Hall of Mirrors symbolizes Versailles.